Hello there, and welcome to the second ever Raccio Pro Show, brought to you by Raccio. Tonight we are joined by our CEO and co-founder, Chris Klein. How you doing tonight, Chris?
Good. Howdy. How you
Good,
doing?
good. And tonight we're joined by our director of digital product, Tram Nelson. Tram, how you doing, bud?
I'm doing great.
Awesome. So welcome to the show. Second episode. We're going to try to put these together monthly. And look, I think we all really enjoyed the first one. The main goal here is to connect with the pros, give you guys some product updates, a little bit of behind the scenes as much as we possibly can, and be as transparent as we can, and answer any burning questions and Q&A that you may have about not just Raccio, right, but all connected controllers in general. It's the line we're in, and we're excited about it, and we're happy to talk about all the above. How's it, Chris? Earlier today, you had what appeared to be like a winter coat on. What's going on in Colorado? Is it getting a little bit? You feeling that first crisp yet in the air or no?
Yeah, I mean, the high today I think was mid 50s.
Ooh, you're already there.
Going from like mid 80s just a couple days ago, and it's actually rained all day, which it almost never does.
Yeah, nice. Well, what, like this part of the year it doesn't rain that much?
I mean, it almost never rains all day here. I don't feel like.
Yeah.
No, it's rare. I'm in Denver too, but yeah, today it's like, is this the day that I don't wear, that I'm transitioned to long sleeves?
Yeah, that's like your usual uniform right there. So I mean,
right, it's either this or long sleeve this.
Yeah.
My lawn schedule did skip today, which was awesome. I was like, thank God.
How did that happen? No, I'm kidding. Yeah, down here we're starting to get that. We detected that first little crisp in the air. I mean, the leaves are changing. If anyone ever can make it to the Carolinas to witness the fall, it's unbelievable out here. My wife has no less than 3 or 4 different weekend like single night getaways. I'm like, honey, it's all within an hour of each other. It's not going to look that much different, But she's like, but there's another festival over there, and I'm like, okay, so
pumpkin patch, or
we'll go check that out. But yeah, tonight, look, we're going to be talking about, like I said, winterization. We're going to be talking about, we're going to be taking your questions, both ones that you've submitted. You should be getting emails from Raccio Pro prompting you to submit questions, but you can also submit them here in the live stream as well. And Chris, something I wanted to do last time, and it slipped my mind with all the excitement of episode 1, is we're going to do our first giveaway. Tonight we're going to give away a Raccio Pro controller to all live viewers. Guys on replay gang, we apologize that we're not able to include you on this, because it will be a live drawing. So stay tuned for future episodes. It'll make you certainly eligible to get it. And so we'll be doing that a little bit later on in the show, and we'll be able to name the winner and get you taken care of and sent out to you as a thank you for hanging with us on this. All right, guys, let's talk about winterization, Chris, with connected controllers in general. You were there from the beginning. I mean, you created the category. So like, what are you seeing as like some of the most beneficial aspects of it, and anything else you want to comment on it?
Yeah, I mean, obviously one of the key benefits is being able to just run it from your phone, and to be able to walk around the yard and blow out a system, run a zone for a specific amount of time, whether you want to set all zones to run for some set amount and then just cycle through them using some, like for us, using our controls. If you want to pause it, if you need to, or if you just want to run them one at a time, however you want to do it, it's pretty flexible. So that's obviously a key benefit. And then another one that I've seen, which is pretty nice, is actually getting that shared access with the homeowner. And obviously we maybe talk a little bit about it. There's some good ways to create a good experience doing that. Maybe being a little proactive and getting the homeowner's email address ahead of time, and setting up some of that shared access, but still having that shared connection with the homeowner as a result of a blowout, maybe a customer that you didn't have before, and that now you have access to the irrigation system. You've made an intro is obviously a pro that understands the Raccio controller, and that's always good for business.
For sure. Tram?
I don't I get my system blown out, but like I don't really have a lot of experience. Like I actually this season I want to do a ride along with a pro to just go through the winterization process and just see what a day in the life of winterization looks like. So I'm going to set that up here soon. If anyone here is in Denver, then I will gladly ride along with you.
All right. Well, we're opening that up. Tram will certainly provide lunch if
I,
you
I'll,
no chicken sandwich for the.
I'll put my back into it too. It's like,
All right, he'll help you. All right,
yeah, yeah, for sure.
he'll be handy.
Put me to work.
Put them to work. All right. But yeah, guys, if any of you out there in the chat again, and even on replay, if you guys have any sort of pro tips you want to share, again, whether you're working with the Rachio platform or others, we'd love to hear about it. What you like, what you think needs improvement, anything like that. Chris, any like deep cuts on as far as like within Rachio? I mean, I know you gave like sort of the overarching benefits of it, but is there any other pieces you can think of regards winterization other than, hey guys, get ready, it's coming? I was asking, I was like, it's about time to talk about it, right? You're like, yep. So
yeah, I think outside of just like some of the basic controls that help with blowouts, it's really that connection that you can make with a homeowner. You can set up shared access, and then again, if this is a new interaction with a homeowner, it's an opportunity to make a customer for life, and potentially even something that's obviously recurring. Blowouts come once a year, and so I think the more that you can again create those relationships with the homeowner, and then even show that the Rachio system, because that's sometimes if you're getting just a winterization and you have someone that shows up and they don't actually know how to use the controller, it can be a little frustrating as a homeowner, and it might be someone you might not use in the future.
Yeah, I mean, I think one thing I've noticed, just especially over the last couple of years, and maybe it's been going on, sort of more globally, and I'm just like keying in on it, but the amount of entrepreneurship that's going on out there with folks basically, in certain regions, certain circumstances, obviously, but getting folks to agree to annual service plans, and even including, to your point, Chris, winterization. I mean, that could really help kick it off. From what we understand, for some, again, I don't want to be too general, right? But for some, it's kind of a mad dash to see who can sort of capture the neighborhood. Chris, we've had lots of calls like that where if you don't have a plan in place, which is fine, do your business however you want to do it, but there are guys, running door to door and trying to beat Chuck, for example, to offer that service. If you already have that locked down, either from the year before or earlier in the spring when you originally did an install, whatever the situation is, being on top of winterization and having it sort of part of a complete sort of 360 service package, which, by the way, Chris, I mean, the monitoring that Rachio offers, I mean, you really can set yourself to be on call for as much or as little as you'd like. You have full visibility to everything going on.
100%.
Yeah. So let's see. We're already getting a couple.
Do you have something on the tip of your tongue?
Oh, I was just gonna say, like to go along with the ride along, like, yeah, if there's anything we can do better, because you're the ones that are out in the field, there's anything that we can do better around winterization, anything that you find frustrating with the experience, like let us know. And so, because y'all are the ones that are doing it.
Yeah, I mean, a little bit of a shout out here to Tram. He and the team spend a lot of time with the contractors. You guys have a variety of ways of working with them on product features and really trying to understand the requirements. And so I know you'll definitely go do the ride along.
Got a great comment from Catherine here. She loves that the customer does not have to be home for us to service their system. So definitely a good benefit. And again, sort of that, whether you call it monitoring, customer service, customer experience, that's definitely one of the major benefits of going, Wi-Fi for sure.
Yeah. Now I'm curious on that one, because I know it differs region by region. Here in Denver, though, the water shutoffs are usually inside, and I'd be curious, how Catherine and others handle that. Do they ask the homeowner to do the final shut off, or they give them instructions? That's come up a few times, I think, in some of the different interviews we've done with contractors, and really thought about how this is a great tool for when the homeowner's not home. But sometimes there are all these like little last steps that you have to take
where you'll need access. Yeah,
where the contractor still feels very like it's sort of that last mile to the overall service they want to take care of.
For sure. Okay, so we do have some of the new questions coming in, and it looks like this is what I love to see, though. Some folks are answering some of the questions in the chat, and so we'll keep monitoring those. We did have a existing little list that we wanted to jump into, but before we do that, I did want to open up. We're going to start taking submissions for the giveaway here, and all you got to do to enter, it's the most simple sort of sweepstakes of all time. Let me blow this up a little bit, but basically you're just going to enter Ratio Pro, hashtag Ratio Pro, right here in the chat. We appreciate all 35 of you out there watching this thing live, but just type Ratio Pro and anytime during the stream, and we will get you into the giveaway, which we will do by the end of the broadcast today. So Ratio Pro, hashtag Ratio Pro. And I'm going to go ahead and start now, and off we go. All right. So far, two of you in there. Keep it rolling. Hashtag Ratio Pro. We'll check back in on the count there. Hey, the fewer of you do it, the more increased odds.
The odds are only getting better.
The odds would be ever in your favor. So we'll check back in on that in a bit. But yeah, so just winter is coming, folks. So again, we're talking to a bunch of seasoned vets out there. But again, I love touching on sort of the category in general, and any pro tips you guys have to offer, and sharing with each other, and throwing questions our way. Again, as mentioned, we do receive a lot of comments both on the stream and off air, and so we're gonna start with this one. And by the way, next time we will have at least first names assigned to these when we open the form. We just grab the text from the question, so we will credit you with your questions next time. Our apologies, but for today, Tram, here's the first one. Why not allow users to upload multiple photos per zone? This would make it easier to document the zone layout, pipe routing during installation, and other key details.
Yes.
All right, next one.
Why? Yeah. So we are, I will say, I'm willing to soft commit to next spring that there will be multiple zone photos available. A little further in the future, maybe not too far, but we are looking also at expanding into having service logs specifically for pros, so that they could so you could take your own photos, you could log work that you do while you're there, and save things that you've done. So that's I'm not guaranteeing for spring or anything, but that is something that is that is out there, and we are planning on doing it. So
awesome. Thank you for that. And got another one here. Let's see. Is it on the roadmap to allow contractor notifications just for valve monitoring, flow meter, and controller offline events? We don't need alerts for every scheduled event, Tram.
Okay. So yes, this is something that we're also looking at. We're going to look at pro notifications, and we're going to just, because this is something that we kind of have added ad hoc as we've gone along, and we kind of want to look at it and make sure that the pro can customize their experience, so they're not getting killed with notifications.
All right. Well, I mean, again, this is one of the guys on the team that can make it happen. So keep this stuff coming in, guys. Keep in mind, you're going to hear just to alleviate a little bit for our team here, we get a lot of these sort of submissions frequently. And so, what would you say, Tram? Is it it's a frequency, it's a timing thing? Obviously, if it's a demanded thing, we tend to maybe talk about how we prioritize them, because I want people to feel like they're being heard. And if it's not changed like immediately, there's kind of good business reason why.
I want to say, yes. I mean, y'all are being heard. I've got all these sticky notes behind it. Now, to answer your first question, like, how do you prioritize something? Well, I mean, if something's really big and it's going to take a long time to build, and it's like, obviously you have to weigh that with the frequency of requests. But last live stream I was watching, and someone asked for certain filter criteria in the device list for the ProView, and we are actively looking at doing that. There's some technical issues there, but we I've got my pen here. I've got some stickies. So so
makes the board it's on.
We definitely listen to pros, and I just do want to throw out one last thing. Like, if any of you guys want to talk to product and would like to bend our ears, then please, you can email me at tram@ratio.com, and we'd love to talk to you.
There you go. I mean, and that's some great access. So if you are interested, please take advantage of that, and talk with Tram. He's a cool guy, as you can see.
Pshaw.
Look at him, having a good time. All right. Reminder, controller get. Let me check the status on that giveaway. We got 10 entrants in there, so there you go. 36 of you watching live in the chat. Hashtag Ratio. The way I see it, guys, there should be at least 30 some odd people in that giveaway. So hashtag Ratio to get into the controller giveaway.
That last question's kind of interesting, Sean. You see that? What is the easiest way to water?
From Sam G. I'll pull it right now.
Yeah.
There you go. What is the easiest way to water the grass more? Looking for the easy button.
We've got a few of those, right, Tram?
Yeah, I mean, there are several ways to water the grass more. Now, we do have the heat wave boost feature, where you can set rules where if it gets hotter, then you can boost your watering. But if you look, and like, I'm trying to think of the shortest way to do it. I mean, you have to open up the app. Sorry. But if you navigate to a controller, there's an adjust watering button, so you can on any schedule you can quickly adjust the watering. And of course, there's always quick run, but that's not automated, obviously.
Yeah, and then obviously some of the adjustments are made, monthly and based on.
Yeah, if you're sorry, but yeah, if you're not adding seasonal shift to your schedules, then that's another way where it'll water more in the hotter months.
Yeah, and just I always like to show what we can, but this is what I'm out right here. I don't know if this is coming in at all. Can you guys see that? I don't know. But there's the adjust watering right there on a past schedule run. You can tap on that button and you can adjust watering right there too.
All right. Well, let's move on to the next one in the Q&A. We've got this was an addition to one of the other ones. So we've got also, if we can give a friendly name to the controller or site so we can organize them by name in the app. Currently, it's whatever the username is in the controller.
Yeah. So
or what the homeowner named it. Yeah.
Yes. So so we're this off season, we're working on like pro business profiles and like a more robust pro view. Eventually, and by eventually I mean in the not in the too distant future, we're gonna make it so the pro has like probably like better ways of like managing the properties, naming the properties. It won't be so. I mean, we've worked very hard to make things work really well for the consumer. But we know sometimes that doesn't that's not exactly how the pro would like to have information or be able to, for lack of a better word, like tag properties or name properties, or even having like clients show up there. And yeah, so I think we'll be addressing the root problem here, sooner, in the not so distant future.
All right, let's
There's a commercial. Let's get this one right here.
yeah, I was about to. So Joe Scott has a commercial property that he has problems with the system, always being offline at waters normally, but I'm worried when I get ready to blow out the system, I won't be able to. And maybe to round out the thought, I won't be able to, or what would you do maybe, or what would you recommend? I don't have full visibility on it.
I think it's good.
Okay.
I mean, obviously you can, this isn't ideal. And I hope that you have access to the box itself, but you'll always be able to run the zones from the box. That said though, you know, if you've got connectivity problems, we're definitely happy to help you out and try to figure out what those are and resolve them. You know, if they're resolvable. I'm not really sure why it's fallen offline.
Well,
But
maybe it's not online.
Maybe it's not online like normally. You know, yeah, I'm thinking the way it was said, maybe they don't always have access to Wi-Fi, perhaps, or
yeah, hard to say.
Maybe by choice by the commercial property. Not sure.
Yeah, I'll say I don't know how close you're going to be there, but you could always. I mean, if you are going to be close to there, you can always create a hotspot and have and connect that way. There's, otherwise, I do. I mean, unfortunately, all these answers involve proximity. So I don't know if you're wanting to do it remotely, but
this one here, Ronald Robbins. Do you envision private business owners to sell, install, service Rachio components outside existing irrigation business owners? I would probably need to know a little bit more about what kind of businesses you're in and what ideas you have. But my email is Sean@Rachio, Sean.Hummel, Hummel at Rachio.com. Love to hear whatever ideas you have, Ronald, on that. But yeah, the answer is to everyone here, open to any and all ideas, especially when it comes to business development. We're excited about all of it.
Yep.
Catherine did recommend a mesh signal extender if that's in fact the issue. Be nice if you sold Wi-Fi extenders. Yeah, you know, look, we sometimes do, and we do have had some partner products, and some we still have, and very much so support. But I think, Chris, for something like a Wi-Fi extender, I don't know if we have an official take on like recommended ones or not, but definitely that's something that, you know, because we are compatible with 2.4 and 5 gigahertz, you shouldn't have much issue, I wouldn't suspect, you know, picking one up online or Best Buy or wherever, you know.
Yeah, I don't know if they have a recommended brand though.
Yeah, but I'm just trial and error. Everybody's got a little return policy, but I don't think it would be on Rachio if it didn't work. It's going to work as well as any other connected Wi-Fi product you'd have. My advice would be like, maybe go with a reputable brand and not like the least expensive one, especially when it comes to mesh and all that stuff. You know, you get what you pay for with that. And if you want good signal, it's, you know, it's usually not the cheapest solution, but it's definitely come down from, you know, it used to be, I don't even know what, $700 and stuff a few years ago. So, well, okay. Let's go back to some of the previously submitted questions here. Bouncing back. All right. Tram. We get integration with the CST ELF flow meter. We deal with mainly drip systems, and these meters are perfect for monitoring low flow.
Okay, so so the answer to that is yes, and we will write it down, and we will make it happen.
I'm not familiar with this meter. Is it? I mean,
It's going on the board. Look at this. Look, it's going live on the board. We should have a song for this. I should key up some sort of beat whenever he
it's going on the board.
board.
Like I did I did a quick check on this one earlier, and it's not going to be an issue. I don't know the meter, but if y'all have requests like this, I mean, to go back to your earlier thing, it's this is one we call a dink and dunk. We can just like make it happen pretty quickly. We're always looking for like little things. So if y'all have things, you know, big or small, yeah, let us know, and we love getting these things where it's just like, hey, if we can make one of you guys happy, then you know we're doing our job. So
all right. Good stuff. All right, let's see. I love how all these start. Can we get a contractor? Can we get contractor branding within the app to stay top of mind for the customer? Which we all agree that has a ton of value. You don't want anyone. You want to leave your mark there and make sure that they're calling you back whenever they need anything serviced. Tram, thoughts on this one, sir?
Okay, this one we are actually working on right now, where it's part of like the pro role management, the business, the business profile we're working on. So you'll be able to upload like a logo if you have one. You'll be able to, and this could actually act as an in-app business card that you can share with or they can be seen by the customers and your customers. So excited about this
future side.
Yeah, and as we get further down the line, you know, for sure, Tram, whenever we get to the point where we can do some show and tell, or when it's coming live, definitely we'll be talking about pro role management on here. It's one of the most exciting things I think that we've wanted, and I know the pros have wanted, customers have wanted for a long time, and we're excited to see that roll out. And I don't think we're too terribly far off. I don't think we're ready to give a date yet, but that'll be something that's coming relatively soon. Certainly, we would think in place for you for next season for those of you guys that are winding down, but probably before that. I don't want to
sure
get too much away.
No, are there roles?
Fresh. What's that?
Are there the concept of roles in some of the work you guys are doing?
Oh yeah. Oh yes, Chris. There is.
That's what I said. Wait, what?
Oh, did you? I missed that. I'm sorry, Sean. I didn't hear you say that.
Yeah.
Yes, there will be roles.
Well, Tram said it. I think I referenced it, and then
it's going to be the most robust role management. It will be. I promise you, we've been working very hard on this. In the irrigation space, I think I can having looked at the competition and other controllers and other systems. I'm pretty sure I can say that. So,
all right. And then when will we get a log that shows who made changes to the timer? And I like how this is positioned: client versus contractor. We have no way to show it wasn't us who programmed the timer on specific actions, aka it wasn't me, from both sides, right? So I know this is something that's long been talked about and probably, you know, frustrating for both the homeowner and the contractor on occasion. You know, both trying to do the right thing. Maybe someone else. Who knows how these things happen? But Tram, what are we looking at for a possible fix for that? Or
well, we've heard this a lot, especially coming through support. And this is another one that we are looking to do. I don't think it's going to be a huge project. We got to open it up, but this one's definitely on the radar. I don't think it'll be big, So I think it's something we could. I mean, I hope we can keep coming to this show and being like, hey, this was something you said in episode 1, and we have done this. And
Yeah.
and if not, then you can call us out and tell us that we're full of it.
All right.
But yeah, so this is another one we're looking to add to add this, and I would say I don't want to overpromise, but this is something that feels like we'll be able to get it done relatively quickly.
All right.
And hopefully be able to show and tell on a future stream.
All right. And then we have one more from the email submitted questions here. How could you link multiple controllers operating from the same time so there's not too many lines operating at the same time? If they could operate as the same, a lot of operation as the same system, you could use advanced features, etc.
This one's challenging.
I've talked to a lot of pros now. Like we've done lots of interviews. This is by far, just to know that this is by far the most mentioned feature request with pros. I really want to do. There's some like legacy architectural issues, so it's not a so when we're talking about like what's easy to do, what can you dink and dunk, what's going to be like a more intensive project. This one falls on the larger side, but Chris, I don't know, if I could wave a magic wand, and I know that's not that's cold comfort to hear, but like if I could grant one thing for pros, it would be this. I'm very much an advocate for doing this, but it's a little harder. Chris,
you're right. No, it is. I mean, this is another version of why don't you guys make a bigger controller, right? And this is a way to try and work around that. And it's something we've looked at for a long time, and I think we're serious about getting it done. And as Tram said, it's not a small project though. And we just have to figure out how to prioritize it and get it done and get it done. And it's not right around the corner, but it's constantly on the board being prioritized against other features.
Yeah, for sure. But it is one of those ones where it's like people are like, well, I can see it in my head. It's so easy. Like, you fools, like I can see how this would work. And it's like, and it just believe us when we say we constantly bring it up. I bring it up probably weekly, right, Chris?
Yes.
And so it's a stickier one. But
you are heard though on that. Yeah.
Yes.
And believe us, if it was like, I think Tram said something about snapping fingers earlier. If it was that, you guys know it would have been done. But it's something we're always looking at, and we will, again, through here, emails, website, etc. Just stay tuned. In app, we're communicating a lot more through there now. I would just say stay tuned to those channels. Hang with us, and we'll continue to update you on that. We had a live chat question from Raven. Is there going to be a device that could be installed in a lawn to validate soil moisture depth, to help with cycle watering? And one of the ones it's recommended is the Rainbird Smart Soil Sensor. There's a couple of good ones out there that we're compatible with. So we'd recommend trying one of those out. Currently, can speak for this, we don't have a plan to develop a sort of Rachio branded soil sensor. Chris, there's some good companies out there doing good stuff with that already.
Yeah, it's another one of those tricky problems. Tricky domains all around. It is another highly requested feature. And I think there are multiple opportunities there. But the major opportunity is to find a way to make it not cost prohibitive to the homeowner in the way that they envision wanting to use it. And so, the reality is right now it would require a lot of devices, and it's not cheap, and it's not within the price range that I think we've seen homeowners want to be within. And we're hoping that maybe some of the other partners that are making this their core competency, there might be an opportunity to make an integration when the right product, sort of comes about and fits with our system.
Yeah, this is something we've heard about forever. I remember, I've been here for a while, but like 8 years ago, like there was like a pot in the Ratio offices with a plant and a soil moisture sensor. So it's something we've been looking at for as long as we've been around, really.
Yeah.
And eventually something is going to come around and work, and when it does, then we'll be on it.
So, yeah, I see it. So yeah, guys, I mean, this is exactly what we're looking for with this show. Again, right now the plan is to do these monthly, maybe a little bit more frequently. We'll see during like sort of peak season months, but we're going to wind down for tonight. But before we do, make sure, if you have not done so yet, in the comments, you got about 10-15 seconds, hashtag Ratio Pro. Enter that, just you make that comment, copy it just like that, hashtag Ratio Pro. You will be entered to win a Ratio Pro controller. And we're going to get to that now. All right, let's see. All right, we're up to 14, 15. There's still, 32 of you out there in the chat. Repeating it does not increase your odds. I did want to point that out. So if you've already entered, spam it. We love, I shouldn't have said anything. Spam the comments. We love it. But
now, Sean, I've seen some with like some space in between. Does it have to be exactly
as we did it there? Hashtag Ratio Pro. Good point, Chris. No spaces, no additional characters. This thing is vicious. It wants the exact entry right here. So Ratio Pro. All right. So we'll count it down from 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good luck, everybody. Here comes the draw. There you go.
Alien Argon.
Congrats.
What a cool name.
What an awesome name. Good celebration on that prize victory, too. I like that little animation. But congratulations, Alan Aragon. And get in touch with me. It's Sean. I'll post it again here. And any other questions pro-related, send my way. Look at that. We got an excited winner there in the chat. Dubs in the chat. W's in the chat for Alan. Good job. Hopefully I'm pronouncing that correctly. Jesse with the congrats. Clap hands. Last guy to enter, first guy to win. There you go. Never too late. There you go. W in the chat. There you go. All right. Good stuff tonight, boys. Any closing comments before we send her home?
Oh, man.
Thanks for watching. Yeah,
we appreciate
it. And we got open ears over here, so please, bug us.
Yep, please bug us. We want this to be open. We're listening. Do what we can when we can. Like Tram said, there's only so many hours in the day. Yada yada yada. But we'll cut through this and just continue development constantly. I think one last thing I'll say is what's so cool about this whole Wi-Fi controller thing is I call it the miracle when I'm talking with customers of OTAs. I mean, I'm not going to ask you for a number, Chris, but I mean, how many times has this thing been updated? Like features, enhancements, that kind of stuff. This is stuff that just wasn't not even practical, just not even possible with analog controllers. To be able to incorporate all this feedback is really neat. So, yeah. That's all I have for tonight. Cool. We will see you guys about a month from now. Make sure you like and subscribe. If you subscribe to the channel, turn those notifications on so you'll know when the very next episode of the Ratio Pro Show will be on air. And we'll see you very soon. Thanks for your support.